Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill that is the Coffee Company, and we're continuing on the rants, the raves, but always welcome back to your home, the famous home, the world-famous home of Levy Out. We're back here on Tottenham on tour, and we've got some news that we're not going to talk about because it's probably not true, and everyone's getting hyped, everyone's getting excited. We've been there twice this window already. We're here, we're back. It is Thursday, the 28th of August, and it's actually quite chilly. It's a chilly 21 degrees with loads of rain. Aki, how are you doing today?
Well, we will talk about Simons because there's a Dagul rant coming in. There's a Dagul rant incoming during this stream. Oh yeah, there is. We'll say the Frank therapy session is open for all the Frankaholics. It's 17 degrees here today. It is starting to turn, but hopefully it'll get better tomorrow when I go to the CNE.
Ooh.
And yes, we'll do the hellos. We'll get into this. All I will say is all the people that are going nuts now that we are advancing.
Hold fire.
We'll get into it. Let's just do the...
Let's see who's in the house to take us through the show. We've got Callum's in the house. We've got Eddie's. We'll talk about this in a sec. Zach Robinson's in the house. We have Tottenham Van one of your nephews. Which one of Isaac Young? Another one. Both Noel and Isaac are in the house. It's great things. So we've got to keep our language under control today, Brian.
Oh no, I don't. They know it's free reign on this.
Your sister is going to go so bad at you.
Oh no, believe me, they've started as well. I can't control it, especially when I go on a Levy rant. So apologies. I'll try my best.
This stream is not made for kids. It is not. But everyone's welcome here. Right. Toby Tottenham's in the house. Musa, good to see ya. We got Dave E. Good to see ya. Scott Colliver, the first YouTube members in the house. Good to see ya. George Newton's in the house. Good to see ya. Oh, Curly Norman. Good to see ya. Mr. Joshua, the number one Agenbar in the world. Andrew Gregory, YouTube member. So many comments. Shoe Boy, YouTube member. Anyone new? Anyone? Eric E, the Too Much Show, YouTube member. Colin Crossamano, good to see you. A Tavakron Wembley one. Rain Man, YouTube member. The man that is Craig O'Sullivan from the Guardians of the Pombo, YouTube member. Anurag, good to see you. Clifton, Archer YouTube member. Ryan Trestane, good to see you. Huddle Waddle, Tony Rodriguez, YouTube member as well. ESP Monaco, the Aussie Frank Lover YouTube member. Ethan Y YouTube member. Blade Runner Tony, Natural Causes. Ryan McFarlane, Boona, Drew Lala's in the house. Good to see you. Michael Coys, good to see you. Alpesh, Micah, Five Guys, and you know you are. Good to see you. Carl, George, Malware, YouTube member. Rob Welsh, YouTube member.
Oh, look at that. Wait, did you see what that said? Did you see what Rob Welsh said there? Go up to Rob Welsh. It's just said, it's on screen. It is on screen.
I
can speak from personal experience that these kind of bets do tend to come off. Yes. So if it gets done, I'm not giving credit to anyone apart from Rob.
Indeed. Gary Paul Steed, sub to Tottenham on tour for Mr. Brian Dagul, Aaron D 1882, Brett, Ian Ferguson, YouTube member, Avishek. Good to see you. And Paul Clark. Let's talk about it. According to Florian Plettenberg, a actual respected journalist, unlike Mr. Romano, Florian Plettenberg has spoken today that Spurs have made an official offer to RB Leipzig of 65 million euros plus 5 million, so 70 million euro total package for Xavi Simons, who is in London to finalise a move to Arsenal, because the moment we bid for him, he's going to Arsenal. So that's what's happened all of this window. So that is a solid thing from Florian Plettenberg. If I said it today in our WhatsApp, Brian, I said it earlier. You know, if Florian Plettenberg gets this right and we sign him, I will never call him. Have I still got the thing? Have I got the thing? No, I don't. Not on this channel. I will no longer call him Pletty Little Liar ever again. So he's got some stakes. There are some stakes, and he's saying just now that it is advancing. Ooh.
That's the dreaded word. That's the kiss of death word. It really is.
That means he's going to Arsenal. So
look. I will say, I let myself slip with Morgan Gibbs White, and I let myself slip badly. I got bitten.
Oh, you slipped with Morgan Gibbs White. I went over the top. I
went batshit crazy over the top, like insanely. Me and Craig were doing a whole Twitter campaign, like relax, everything going nuts. Then Eze, and I actually thought there was chances of it happening. Got bitten again. And then my guard came back up. I was like, not this time. Xavi Simons is actually been offered 230 grand a week by Chelsea, which would make him our highest paid player. I can't see him being offered more than Romero unless it was based on bonuses. And from what everyone's saying, the deal is actually we are close to the number. We haven't offered the number that they want. We are close to it. Now, if Spurs are serious, and I mean deadly serious about this, this needs to be done like this. What do you want? There you go. Bang. Simmons talk to us, sign.
Correct.
No messing about, no mucking about and close to the valuation or doing anything, because the second we stall, and everyone said the worst thing in a deal that kills it is time. Yeah. And you know Chelsea are just sitting there, and we know full well that any given moment, Chelsea could just go, do you know what, Xavi, here we go. Let's get this done. Yeah. And we know where it'll go. I am so scared. No, I said last night, last word of Spurs, this will either get the fans united and as pumped up as when Rafa van der Vaart signed on deadline day, or it'll fall flat and it'll be like when we signed Zaha and Nelson. This could go one of two ways. I know where my money is. Where my money is. If he comes, he's an exceptional footballer.
If he comes, he's immediately our main man, isn't he?
Yeah.
No, that's serious.
Without a doubt. But you look at it, this is what I was going to get at when I said I want to go on a wrap. We look at this now, and I was talking with Craig earlier. You look at this. Currently, we are weaker than we were last season. We have 2 long-term injuries with no number 10 replacement. Our captain and left winger has gone. So that's 3 players technically down already. We've replaced the Son with Kudus on the right, so that's like for like, so to speak. We got Paulinho in for the departing Basuma, should he go. We haven't added to the squad. We haven't added depth. We haven't added strength. We've brought in quality replacements. Don't get Kudus and Paulinho have been fantastic additions. Brilliant. Well done, the club, for doing it. Well done for doing it. But this is not what you call strengthening. You look at Arsenal, the filth they've strengthened. United, but we can all laugh at United.
There are Arsenal fans saying, there are actual Arsenal fans on YouTube saying that still this isn't a good window for Arsenal.
Well, Joe, but you know what it is? That's the kind of standards Arsenal keep. That's because Arsenal have such high standards, and they do what they do. Whether Arsenal, what they think, but we haven't strengthened. Quality has got better, but strength in depth hasn't. And let's just hope that changes. But I'm very, very wary, to say the least, on Xavi Simons. Whilst we do these super chats, people, there's 148 of you in here. Rank him 1 to 10. How positive are you that Xavi Simons becomes a Spurs player by the end of the night? By the end of the window. 1 to 10 being obviously, yeah, he's a done deal. He's a Spurs player, and 1 being obviously not a chance. Or percentage, whichever one you prefer. Let's do the super chats.
I'm doing 1. We got 1 from Ryan Tristane. Good to see you, buddy. He's saying this win is Drew hit us with a Claymore in 3, 2, 1. This window is Drew hitting us with a Claymore. Then we get hit. Thanks, Levy, for Claymoring us in the face. You lying mug. Thank you so much for the £5 super chat.
Ryan. Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much. We have 1 from Malware with a $5 super chat.
Cheers, Malware.
Big up. Xavi Simons links. His links is another smoke and mirrors app by Levy. Plus, his heart is set on Chelsea. We do not want a player that sees, according to Florian Plessenberg, the player does prefer a move to Chelsea, but is open to a move to Tottenham. So we've heard this all before.
Yep.
We've heard this all before. I want to believe, but I'm not.
Can I just say, before we go through the numbers, before we go to the numbers, the deal's now done. Thanks to Boona, the deal's done. That's towards personal.
Here we go, Boona.
Here we go.
Welcome.
The deal is as good as done. But let's have a look at
the delivered.
Let's have a look. I will say, Malware, you put a super chat in tonight. There will be a late night Lily White. Hopefully, we can talk Spurs a lot more than we did last time. Although the second part where we did anything but Spurs was great, but there will be a late night Lily White. Francis, he has not agreed.
We're not being negative. We're being realistic.
Yeah.
Until David Ornstein himself
has he said anything?
No, he has not, because unlike some, he's a reputable journalist and only says something when it's true. I'm only believing David Roadmanstein.
Oh, I just got the balloons on David Ornstein. It must be his birthday today when I go onto his Twitter.
Happy birthday, David Ornstein.
Happy birthday, David Ornstein. Yup, there is absolutely nothing about Xavi Simons from David Ornstein. So that worries me as well.
He's a very good player. He's a very good player. There is news, and I saw it by Spurs by Football Inc. with of course Sean and Johnny, who I was watching before we jumped on the show. According to them, and according to a few sources after I looked it up, it looks like Chelsea have thrown their hats in the ring for Alexander Isak, with a potential of Nicholas Jackson going the other way to Newcastle.
Oh, bloody hell.
Watch this space.
Please, no.
Watch this space. That is a deal I can see getting done because of the relationship the PIF have with Chelsea, seeing as they are investors in Clear Lake Capital, which is the
mate, look at it. They bought Pedro. They bought Delap. Yeah, I can't... They get that done. If they get that done, exactly, Sammy. Exactly.
There is potential. I think
you've also got to remember, as we're saying, they could be clearing the decks ready for Simons. So don't forget that part. They could clear the decks quite easily and then reignite Simons. Because yesterday when I was on Last Word on Spurs, Ricky was saying and sources were saying they are big up, dude. They are trying to clear the decks so they can do this. So it could be. Do I think it'd be the Isaac deal or the Simons deal for Chelsea? I think it'll be the Simons deal. But you can see everyone is looking extremely positive. Extremely positive that this is going to be happening. Look at these numbers.
We're going to go through them. Oh, Svarog is first. 0%. 1, 2, 5. Okay. 3, 2 or 3. 0, 4, 4. 4.4. Really?
That's a
0. Baby Sadorf. Minus 1 million. 0. 1. Adrian. I love your positivity, Adrian.
Adrian, you're learned, sir. No, yeah, go on, Eric.
minus 0. I don't know how you've done that. 0. 0.00000000000.
I want to know who said 4.4 again. I want to know what gave him the 0.4. I want to know what that 0.4. Debo, I need to know what the 0.4 of optimism was.
0, 1, 3, 3. You were telling us to be positive, and he was coming, and you put 3.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly.
What?
Do you know what, Francis? I will say, there's nothing more, and we've said this time and time again. There is nothing more than any of us in the chat, the 218 of you in the chat, and us two, very, very much so, to come on here and go, do you know what? Fuck me, we got it wrong. And we are delighted to be wrong. We'll be delighted to be wrong. That's all I've ever wanted. So come on here, run my mouth and be proven wrong. It's just a shame it very rarely happens. No. They've offered 230 grand. They've offered 230 grand to him. 200 grand is doable.
It's not just this though, Joe. It's not only Nkunku that has to leave. Nicholas Jackson has to say it. No, Ornstein says it because it's correct, not because
No, mate. Kudos, you are so... Yeah, I think you meant to say Romano with that. You watch Ornstein drop things before Romano does. Ornstein just does it once, drops a tweet, it goes nuts, it happens. He broke Morgan Gibbs White before anyone. Before anyone, he drops the ones. He speaks when he has the knowledge and he knows it's happening, and then he doesn't retweet his tweets 1,500 times. And Ornstein is very far from a tapping merchant, buddy. Very, very far from a tapping merchant.
We saw this morning, didn't we? If Basuma doesn't go to Galatasaray because of his fitness, we should cancel his contract. Someone sent
me a message saying he was probably late for his flight.
Probably.
So listen, I will say we've heard that he wants to stay in England for another year to get his British passport. I think I honestly think there's something in West Ham and Paqueta and using him as a make weight to bring some of the value down. I don't think Basuma will be here come the end of the window. I really don't, and I think it could work out in our better for Basuma and better for Spurs that Galatasaray didn't happen. Yeah. I really do believe that.
We have another super chat from Michael Hellman. I'm prepared for Michael. 0 additional signings. Brace for impact, Michael. But thank you so much for the $2. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you to everyone that has supported the channel. Yep, indeed.
Before we do that, let me just bring up. We've got another couple of super chats. I've got them starred, so we're here. Thank you, Ryan. Again, there's more chance of me to pull a fit woman than Simons ever coming to Tottenham. Well, I'll tell you what. Should it happen, mate? Should it happen? Get out to the clubs. Get out to the clubs and the pubs. And then finally, the spiciest Premier League campaign, mate. Do you know? I think. Well, look. The good thing is we got a game Saturday coming up, and tomorrow we can talk. Big up, Martin.
Big up, Martin, and the sexy wall. Big up to you, sir.
We can hopefully talk football tomorrow, and Thomas Frank. There you go. Angus, I hope you can see that, buddy. I hope you see that. Rob, fair play to you, buddy. Fair play to you on that. And the fact you sent it in as a super chat was, we would have seen that picked up, but you didn't need to do that, buddy. But do you know what? If you have to get the tattoo, we'll give you the super chats back towards the tattoo. We'll give you the super chats back towards the tattoo. Oh, you have to get it when I'm in London. I'll come with you, even though you're in Wales. Yep. Well, my one that Jake Livermore owned is gone.
You can use Leviticus tattoos in Loughton High Road. The best tattoos in Loughton.
I have to say, Noah, very, very funny.
It was very funny, wasn't it?
It was a fantastic penalty shootout. But yeah, Cunha missing the most important one, and then Wemo missing the sudden death one. It's funny. It's very, very funny. They're signing the guy from Southampton, haven't they? I was saying last night, out of all the players we're going for, all of them, I think Paqueta is the most realistic one. And that includes where we are with Simons now. What do you guys think? Right now, where do you think, not who you want, which one do you think is the most achievable for Spurs to get? I've seen Leslie Crawford. I always say hello to Leslie when I see the name. So hello, Leslie. I hope you're good and well. But yeah, I think Basuma is going to be used like Dave. I think he'll be used in the make weight. And I think as much as, do you know what, Rob Welsh, you're good luck. Your tattoo bet has just been kind of, which normally comes true, has just been erased because Ian Parker's got an order the shirt. Ian Parker's got an cheers, brother. Cheers, brother. That sounds good to me.
I'd love to have.
Send me a DM because I'd love to talk to you some more. Yeah, gift goddamn Orban.
Yeah.
Listen,
shirts.
I think Paqueta. I mean, I think it's the easiest deal to do. I think logistically, value-wise, I just think as much as West Ham won't do business with us, big up Leslie. I just think it's the easiest one to get done. I honestly think that is the one that's got legs on it. I think he'll definitely do very, very well linking up with Kudus again. You look at it as well, striker-wise. Apparently, I think it was Sava saying it that Solanke's injury might be worse than first feared, and it's why it's taking a bit of time to come back. If you look at it, we got rid of Kane. Had Richarlison already, but Solanke was going to be the number one. He's not even number one anymore.
No. Richarlison has taken to this system like a duck to water, hasn't he? I quite like Paqueta as a player. He's not my favourite. Realistically, Aki, if we're serious, instead of advancing talks, we should be bringing in Paqueta and Simons. Be bringing in both of them because we're desperate for number 10. At the end of the day, I think Maddison is done. I think Maddison is done after this injury. I think he's done as a player. Go
on, Ben. Sorry, finish.
He'll never be at the levels again, which is incredibly sad because I absolutely love James Maddison as a footballer. I think he is I think he's a superb playmaker. But if we have the two number 10s of Xavi Simons and, of course, Paqueta, and the two of them float in and out of whatever system they play, I think that's a really good set of signings. And I will, if we get those two done, yes, it's panic stations, but I will say well done, Daniel Levy, for getting that. It's a panic, and we know you've panicked, but at least you've got them over the line. But I don't see Xavi Simons coming. But
yeah, I will say you're not getting Paqueta and Simons. It'll be one of the two, if possible, and a left winger. There's no way those two are There's no way those two are coming in as rotation. There is no way we will drop that kind of money and say rotation. I have to say on Ian Parker's, backed by popular demand, because I finally had enough of the silence and not doing it. Transfer, buzzword, and phrases bingo is back for the final 4 days of the window. I've had enough of all of this, and I've just seen the edging and advancing have been the. We haven't had a creeping yet. Craig's hoping for a creeping. I think we're getting to the time where a creeping might pop into the equation. But buzzword bingo and phrases is back, people. It's well and truly back. Do you know what? Kulu could be. Well, I mean, let's get through this window first. We still need to get rid of outgoings. We still need come-ins. But like you were saying, I can't see Paqueta and Simons. I can't see Paqueta and Simons at all. And now we just have to see what goes on with Simons. And you watch this drag out till Saturday. And then we will see what happens. Then we'll see.
I don't think it is. It's not the easiest at all.
No, I think why I think he might be saying that is because we are actually apparently in negotiations. So technically, if we're doing this technically, it is probably the easiest one to get done because there's dialogue. But that doesn't mean shit. But I know I'd love Lee Kang in. I would love us to go for him. I I would love it, but I can understand why Simons is the easiest, because it looks like we are in active talks. But that's the worrying thing. That's probably the worst place to be in when we're in active talks. Yeah, mate. Listen, the numbers are good. The buzzwords are going to come in. We shall see where we go with this. We shall see.
You're in for Lucas Paqueta, Xavi Simons, and the other two players Spurs are after. That's who you're after, Angus.
Yeah, well, mate, listen. The thing is, you're in for 4 players, but what will happen is when you find them, especially at this late window, you'll just go and get them.
Yeah,
you'll just go and get them when you've identified them. You'll get them. Listen, Morgan Gibbs White was in London. Eze had agreed terms. Hopefully this one, like I said, I'm hoping this one gets over the line. It'll be massive. It will be absolutely massive. But like Nigel said, if this is true, then we need to act quick. Big up Diego. Exactly. He's lied about that as well. We need to move quickly.
It's certainly deadline day. Deadline day.
Desert Island discs. Desert Island fantasy. Yeah, mate. Yeah. Maybe that's what we need to do, David. Maybe that's what we need to do. But this still needs to move quickly. None of this.
Imagine we signed a Longley player again.
Don't. I could not deal with another Clement Longue.
I don't think there's ever been a player that we've both universally hated as much as Clement Longue.
Clement Longue. The funniest thing was, again, when I was on Last Word of Spurs, Ricky was reading out all the details, like Ben and Sim do for the updates, about the connections with Leipzig and Spurs. And it's rumoured that Leipzig are one of the clubs that have a very good relationship with Daniel Levy. And I was like, yeah, wouldn't you if you took Werner off of them for 18 months?
Correct.
You'd be like, oh my good God. Yeah, let's of course. We should.
Maybe Levy loves a Red Bull. I
wish he gave him wings so he fucked off. I wish. David's right. Joe, you know what? Probably. It wouldn't be surprised. Probably wouldn't be surprised. We're going to put some hints in. Leslie's right. We are. I'm going to bring up Leslie. This is it. This is what we're doing.
We're going to do it anyway. Are we going to do it anyway?
Well, you're going to play it now, aren't you?
Yep.
We're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway.
Something inside so strong. Yes, it's not happening. Yes, they will. They just will, won't they? If you're angry,
I'm checking my Twitter now just to see if there's any updates. And you got to remember, also on another side, when you look at this right now, when it comes to the squad, later on today, the Champions League is being drawn. So we're going to find out who we're going to get. We're going to get two of every pot because of the English teams and where they're suited. So we're going to know exactly who we've got to do battle with in this season's Champions League, and go from there with this team.
Should I bring up what we can get? And we'll
do that. Do that, mate. Leslie, do you know what? I love this player, Hincapié. I love him. He would have been the perfect
quality player. Such a
he would have been the perfect solution if we had needed a defender. And this is the other. Sorry, just before you bring it up, Ben. The other thing that concerns me, and Leslie, thanks for reminding me. We're talking about obviously Vuskovic going to Hamburg. I just hope there is a Spurs defender lined up, ready to go. That is literally ready to go. Because if we're sending him out on loan before we know we've got a defender in, and then we nose that up, or for some reason we can't get it over the line, we're a defender short. With Dragoshin injured, Danso and Ben Davies. So, look what, well, I don't believe a word this man says, but let's have a look what Roman, let me just quickly go there. Let's just see what tier 12 Fabrizio, I had to say. Let's have a look. Where was it? Here we go. 1 hour ago, Xavi Simons has arrived in London with his camp in order to clarify a future move soon, authorised by Leipzig. Tottenham are in club-to-club talks with Leipzig. Official contact made today. Chelsea remain in talks with Leipzig as they had it already on the player side since July. That's unless he's tweeted something new or responded that I haven't seen. But yeah, I honestly, I don't believe what he says anyway. I don't believe what he says anyway. I read it because obviously Mr. Joshua, the good man, said it. Big up, Stephen. Big up, Steve. My good man, Steve. Listen, like I said, I'm going to be in London for the Wolves and Villa game, and I'll be at the Coach and Horses and around the ground. I won't be going in. I'm hoping loads of people that are in the chat are going and pop in so I can meet you, see you. Because I always enjoy being at the Coach and Horses and watching the games. But yeah, are you getting the list up?
I've got the list, but I don't want to I just fucking do it. I don't care. It looks slightly crap, but I'll do it anyway. We got to try and make it professional, but I can't. So this is all I can do. There we go.
Have you got
Hopefully
it up?
That works. Uploading. There we go. Here's the list. I don't like doing this because it cuts off the screen. Here's the list of the teams. Here's the list of the teams we can get. We can get a team from any pot. So we got to play a team from each.
We're getting two teams from each.
Two teams from each pot. According to we cannot play an English team, even though there are loads of English teams. We cannot play any of the English teams, which was upsetting for me because I would actually like to play Arsenal win the Champions League. I think that would be a riot.
Get them in the knockout stages.
So who does everyone think? Everyone put two teams.
Let's do it pot by pot.
Pot one. Yeah, let's do pot by pot. Do it pot by pot. Out of pot one, who do you want to play and who do you not want to play? You can't choose Liverpool or Chelsea or City because they're English.
And I've got the list up for when we get into the pots where we don't know the emblems, so I can read them out. Who do you want, Ben? Out of those,
I want to play Borussia Dortmund because I think we'll beat Borussia. But we've got a good record against Borussia Dortmund, and I do not want to play Paris Saint-Germain again. We put a good performance in against them.
So I would say who I want
and who you don't want.
So the two I want is Dortmund and Inter.
Yeah.
And we had both of them on our run to the final. Let's try and make history repeat itself. Not that it will. And I don't want Bayern Munich. I don't want Bayern Munich because you just know what Harry Kane will do.
Yep.
And I don't want Barcelona.
I would love to watch Lamine Yamal play football.
Yeah, you'd love to watch him, but you'd love to. I don't want
I'd love to watch him. Let's see what people are going to say. PSG and Bayern. Into Dortmund is who Angus would like. Munich and we're not talking about Juventus because we're talking pot one. They're in pot two.
Yeah.
Dortmund, hence why I want to play them. I love playing against Borussia Dortmund. The thing I love the most about Borussia Dortmund is the sound of the net when you score a goal versus them. It's got that really massive net sound. It's the greatest sound. You hear that net rustle and then you hear the crowd burst. It's great. Into Bayern. Diego wants to play Barca. Want Dortmund.
Borussia Dortmund. I think Borussia Dortmund, a lot of people. David Clark has put, I want to play Celtic and Rangers.
Oh, God. Sorry for...
I just saw Scott M is in the house. Big up to Scott. And David Shire, all the way in Australia, buddy. One second.
We're not got there yet.
Yeah.
Stop jumping the gun. We will get Madrid and PSG. Oh God. No, you know we're getting Bayern Munich, don't you? We're getting Bayern Munich. No to Real Madrid. Please no Bayern. I want PSG to prove that it was not a one-off. PSG and Dortmund, Barcelona and Bayern. Nope. Don't want PSG and Bayern.
Yeah, I just the thought of Harry Kane playing against us in the Champions League, I can't.
Chelsea are in pot 1 because of their coefficient ranking.
Yeah.
That is the reason most of the teams are in there. Dortmund have a good coefficient ranking.
The draw is at 6 p.m, isn't it, Ben?
5 p.m.
5 p.m. 5 p.m. UK. 5 p.m.
Big up to Jedley King. Big up to Jedley King. We'll get Bayern. Celtic and Rangers.
I love
Big
that.
up to you, Davey boy. Big up to you, Cobber. Hopefully you're well. Right, pot 2, everyone.
Pot 2.
Who do you... Grimsby, big up Grimsby.
Let's just read this out again.
Away.
I'm just going to read this out so people know, just in case everyone doesn't know all the emblems. There is Bayer Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid, Benfica, Atalanta, Villarreal, Juventus, Eintracht Frankfurt, and Club Bruges. I want us to get Villarreal just because I want us. They've got a player that I've waxed lyrical about, and people will know Tajon Buchanan. And I'd love to see Tajon against Spurs. I'd love to see Tajon Buchanan against Spurs. So my pick to play.
Look who it is, Mr. Savalicious himself.
Savalicious from Savaland.
Savalavaduda. Good to see you, sir. Hopefully,
I want Villarreal
like to play.
I've got to give my other team 1 second. I want Villarreal.
Yeah.
And Eintracht Frankfurt. Oh no, Benfica. I want Villarreal and Benfica.
I want to play Atalanta and Juventus.
Just because you go to Italy.
I don't want to play Atletico Madrid. And I don't really want to play Leverkusen.
Okay, yeah, definitely want to play Leverkusen and definitely want to play Atletico. Or maybe go to Atletico and say, look at our captain. Didn't you want him? So do a bit of that. But yeah, I agree with that. But definitely I want Villarreal.
Everyone knows I want to go to Italy. I just want any excuse to go to Italy.
Obvious. It's so obvious. But I would love Villarreal and I can't remember, and Benfica.
Who do people not want to play in pot 2? I think it's the obvious one, isn't it? Firstly, I hate the Stadio Wanda Metropolitano. Firstly, because that's where the Champions League final. I hate that stadium. It was an absolute nightmare to get to, and it was a nightmare to get back from that stadium. A terrible stadium. Terrible.
I'm just going to bring up whilst we're waiting for we've got another super chat in from Michael Hellman, but such a good supporter of the channel and always contributing. Thank you so much, Michael. Here we go to absolutely fucking no one.
I love Turin. Turin is where one of my favourite ever coffees is from. It's called Cafe Becherin, and it was formed in 1764, I believe it was. I'd have to get up the thing, but basically it's hot chocolate and coffee with cold cream on the top, so it looks like a Guinness. I love Turin.
Where was it? Just going to bring up Bob Barrett, my man Bob Barrett. The best breakfast you can have. It's a 2-mark show and Pure Coys TV. I've seen them two doing back-to-back breakfast mornings. I was awake at 3:30, so I was watching a bit of it. Great shows. Everyone subscribes to them. And then obviously a members chat for 16 months. Come on, you fucking Spurs.
Indeed.
Mr. David Shire. There is over 300 of you people on both channels. If we could just ask to help us grow the channel, if you could just tap that like button as a sign of appreciation, and subscribe if you haven't, if you like the content. Let's see how many likes we can get. We're getting over the hundreds and aiming for 200s every day. Let's see how we can get there. But right, are we on pot 3 now, or have we got to bring up
pot 3?
All right, pot 3. The names in the hat are PSV Eindhoven, Ajax, Napoli, Sporting Lisbon, Olympiacos, Slavia Prague, Bodo, our good friends at Bodo, and Marseille. So I'll read that again. PSV, Ajax, Napoli, Sporting, Olympiacos, Slavia Prague, Bodo, Marseille.
There's some tough teams in there. There's some tough teams.
So I mean, that's pot 3. That's our pot.
Yeah. Who does no one want to play? There's one team that immediately I don't want to play. That's Napoli. I don't want to play Napoli. I do not want to play Napoli.
I don't want to go to Olympiacos. I don't want to go to Olympia. I don't want to go where these.
You don't want to go to one of Marinakis' teams.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. No, but you look at it, Olympiacos and Slavia Prague and Napoli, they are very, very intimidating places to go. Like extremely, extremely, like Galatasaray. And I just don't want us to go to any of those kind of places. Napoli is the big one you don't want to get. Yeah, again, exactly, Olympiacos. Exactly, Archer. That's exactly where I am. Exactly where I am.
Another trip to Bodo for Sean and Johnny. Send them up there.
And for many people, and Ben from We Are Tottenham, we just got
send them up there.
Thank you very much indeed, buddy, for becoming a new member to the channel. You're always part of the family, but now you're an official member's part of the family. You've become immediate family. You've become immediate family. You're in the bloodline.
Indeed. I don't want to play Marseille either. Marseille was.
Oh, that's another one. Well, no, Marseille. You know what? We played Marseille in the Champions League last time, didn't we? And Højbjerg, the winner.
Højbjerg got that great, and now Højbjerg is playing there. He's going to score against us. Knowing us, knowing Spurs, we've not gone to Potville yet. We'll get Bayern Munich. We'll get Bayern Munich. We'll get Atletico Madrid. We'll get Napoli, and we'll talk about pot 4. I'd be interested in playing Ajax. I'd love to play Ajax again.
That would be incredible.
Of course, there's a massive sibling rivalry between Spurs and Ajax because of obvious reasons.
Yep.
There's obvious reasons why Spurs and Ajax have massive ties with each other.
Yep.
Ajax is a beautiful ground. I'd love to go to Amsterdam again. I think we can beat Ajax. So my teams that I want to play out of that group are Ajax, and I'm going to say Sporting Club de Portugal.
I'm going to go Sporting. I'm going to go Bodo again.
Okay.
I'm going to go Sporting. Right, pot 4 though. For some reason, half of this is cut off. So there's some teams in here that I don't know the full names, but Copenhagen, Monaco, Galatasaray, Union something, Gilois, whoever they are, Karabag, Athletic something, I can't, it's cut off, Paphos, and Kira. Well, let me see if I can find this, who we can face. Let me find the list. They're literally, I've got half a pot 4.
One of them is the teams that pot 4 Champions League.
Yeah, Terry Wright, brother.
Union Saint-Gilloise.
Thank you.
I believe it's Newcastle, Paphos, Kairat Almaty, the team that beat Celtic on penalties, Copenhagen, and Karabag.
Well, Karabag are the team that beat Celtic.
Yep.
Is what we want, or what I want. USG is Belgium.
Oh, is it Belgium? Is it Belgium? It is Belgium.
There you go. There you go. Monaco. Do you know what we had? Monaco. Do you know what? Monaco is one of those grounds. I think we had them in the Champions League when we went out in the group
years ago. Yeah, that's when Mbappe was 19 and he ripped us apart.
Yeah, well, a lot of them did. Tony, do you know what? Honestly, I think we get. Well, we don't know until the draw, do we? I said get out of the group stages. If we can get out of the group stages this season, especially with what we got now, I would deem that as a step in the right direction.
Oh, no, we're getting Monaco, aren't we? And Eric Dyer's going to score against us. Mate, oh, no.
Mate, could you imagine?
No. And Pogba. And Poggy.
Well, yeah, Pogba's there as well, isn't he now? Pogba's there.
We cannot play.
Any new things going on. Let's see if there's any new shit going on in Twitter land. let's have a look. Let's have a look. Not that I can see so far. Obviously, Change for Spurs are doing their thing on Saturday, which has just come past, which we'll talk a bit about tomorrow. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything. Doesn't look like there's anything new as of yet. As of yet from anywhere. There's loads of people talking about it. But obviously, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see if Spurs can get this one over the line. I'm not exceptionally hopeful. I'll be honest, but we'll see. But I'll tell you what, again, if it doesn't go over the line, the optics are going to be so bad, aren't they?
Oh, they are.
There's no getter. This transfer can have a massive impact, not just on the pitch, off the pitch, to say, do you know what, you may have fluffed your lines God knows how many times, but when you needed to strike and let's face it, I don't think there's been a time in people in the chat as well. Do you reckon there has been a time, take out the season that we signed no one, because obviously we didn't really even attempt to go for anyone. Has there been a window where Spurs have needed to get a big fish in? A statement signing, has there ever been a window that a player of Xavi Simons' stature is so badly needed to cover this up? What did Noah say? I think we'll do good. We'll make it to the round of 16. And I tell you what, Noah, darling, I love your positivity. I love your positivity, and Isaac's, darling.
He's young.
You're gonna learn. You're at that age where I remember being that age where I thought Spurs would win everything, and I love it, and I want you to continue believing like that. We'll have a talk about that in about 3, 4, 5 years. But God bless you and your positivity. I hope it rubs off on the football team. My beautiful nephews.
Got more wingers than the KFC. Big up.
Such positivity.
We're not getting our hopes up, Alex.
Alex, there'll be a late night Lily White tonight, buddy. I hope to see you in there.
Yeah, we needed a statement signing for years. Good to see you, Rich. Good to see you, mate. Hopefully you're well.
My dear friend, who I owe some coffees to.
You do?
He paid out early because it looked like he was going to Milan. Now Paratici's back. I owe Rich some coffees when I'm back.
Good stuff. Indeed.
Oh yeah. Do you know what? No, wait a minute. Do you know what, Ryan? That's a good one. Maybe we needed a statement then, didn't you? You can't sell your
Chenzi need to get off the drugs.
There's when it like I said, when that deal came and it was Fraser Campbell, I think Ryan's right. That window needed something. That's what I said about. Okay, well, that's what you said about the Europa League, darling. The Europa League, as you'll find out soon in your first quest in the Champions League, is very, very, very different. Very different. And I'll be able to watch some Champions League games with you very soon. So we'll watch some games together.
We have Val Taylor's in the house.
Big up, Val.
Big up. You're going for him. We're going to bid for Simons. He's going to agree to the deal, and then Arsenal are going to sweep in. It's going to happen. We got my lovely Mickey's in the house. Good to see you. Hopefully you're having a good day. Yes, indeed. My biggest fan is right there.
She's your biggest fan.
It's right there.
She's your biggest fan. You see what I did there?
She's not a fan. She's a human being.
Oh, dearie me. The dad jokes are coming out.
But lovely to see my other half, and hopefully she enjoyed my pasta that I made for her. I do. I liked it.
That was so weird. No, that was so weird.
It was really weird.
That was really, really weird. I understand him doing what he does on the phone and in the boardroom. I understand when he stormed out at halftime with Nuno in the Manchester United. I get that. being on the bench and screaming at the players is totally not his job.
3-year rule, Nick.
job.
3-year rule. 3-year rule. And everyone's
It's
saying
totally not his job. I completely agree that Paratici should be nowhere near the bench. Nowhere near the bench, especially with the coaching staff we have right now. They should be nowhere near it.
yeah.
That should be a no-fly zone. Do you know what, Noah? You keep going. You're
I
optimistic.
like it.
Nah. No. Yeah, no, like I said, darling, you'll see. Oh, dear. Do you know what? I think all of us can remember when we were 13 years old and just thought everything, Tottenham was the best. Tottenham was the best at everything. They are the best team. Everyone else is... Noah, love it. But do you know the first game I watched with Noah and Isaac, and thank God they were with me because I probably would have smashed the TV at home. This is the first game they came and watched with me, and I had to they were both either side of me. I was hugging both of them. Was the Newcastle 6-1 when they scored 5 goals in 20 minutes. That was the first full game I watched with my beautiful nephews, and they're still talking like that. So yeah, we shall see. But keep up the optimism, Noah. You can do it for you and I. It could be the optimism for me.
Yeah, indeed. No, I don't think Ange will be the next West Ham manager. He will either be the next Nottingham Forest manager or he will go somewhere else. I don't know. There are no rumours, and he's enjoying his time away from football. Maybe he should be the next Man United manager. That'd be fun.
Mate,
he's getting sacked.
Mate, apparently he's got 2 games to save it. I mean,
do you know, Man United should bring back Jose Mourinho.
I have to say,
they should bring back Jose Mourinho.
Listen, where is it? Fox the Melon. What's her name? Good name. There's a very good chance because they're not happy with Brendan Rodgers right now. If that job becomes available, it goes straight
Brendan Rodgers. Brendan Rodgers is the front runner to join Nottingham Forest if Nuno gets sacked.
There you go. And then Ange goes back.
I think Nuno will be the next West Ham manager. I think Rodgers will go to Forest, and I think Ange will go back to Celtic.
Oh, but I'll tell you what, I don't know if Wayne Holland's, I think I saw him in the chat. David, I think, still in it. David Clark. Will an ex-Leicester manager go to Forest? Oh, mate, there'll be... we'll see. Money talks, doesn't it? Money talks. Oh, there you go. ChatGPT has said there's a 40% chance. Mate, ChatGPT, do you know what? What an invention. What did we do without ChatGPT? Honestly.
It's been brilliant for thumbnails.
Mate, I have to say, Harry Maguire takes some of the best penalties I've ever seen.
Euro penalty in the final.
That Euro penalty was the best penalty I've ever seen. Ever. Especially when it smashed the camera. I mean, that was just brilliant. Harry Maguire takes a banging penalty.
That was brilliant. That was fantastic.
When he got the paper Europa Cup.
Yeah.
And started walking around with it. And then had the piece of paper and saying we beat City too. That was brilliant. Yeah, but Eddie, that penalty from Maguire, the best bit I love is when it smashes the camera. You know how good a penalty is when they put the camera in a place that's the hardest to get it. To do that in the final, mate, that was a banging. Has anyone seen, Joe, let's just take it off Tottenham for 1 second. What is the best penalty you have ever seen scored? I will say for me, it's that Harry Maguire one. What about you, Ben?
Don't know.
For me, don't know. Hey, there's been so many penalties in the world. I'd love to see
Kieran Trippier in the game versus Colombia.
Oh, that was top bins as well, wasn't it?
That was a great penalty.
That was a top.
Or Eric Dyer's penalty versus Colombia for England to win their first ever penalty shootout. That was mental. That was mental.
Leslie Crawford's comment. Oh, Oh, Leslie. Oh, when you get there. When you get to Leslie's comment.
Where is it?
Oh, wait, I'll get it. I just saw it. I think you've just gone past it. Where was it? Leslie, where is it? Here it is. Leslie, do you know what? You know when you say you see...
So brilliantly childish. I love it.
The sad thing is now, like when people, like Cody's done with me with Cucurella, and people see it now, every time I see Mbuemo, I'm going to see that. I'm going to see that comment. That's such a brilliant. That is absolutely
so brilliantly childish.
Brilliant. You got to love that shit. Bumhole. Oh,
Gazzo Rabona.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that was in a testimonial, but that was so special. But Harry Maguire, for the moment, it was a Euros final at Wembley for a defender to run up and go, Joe, what, I am just going to absolutely leather this one. That was, mate, that was some penalty. That was some penalty.
The best thing about the night was the quote from Grimsby's goalkeeper. That was the best thing about the night.
What did he say?
The goalkeeper of Grimsby said, the interviewer asked him, how are you feeling after that win? And the goalkeeper said, quote, I'm a Man United fan, so I'm half fuming. It's brilliant. It was brilliant.
Mate, it's
brilliant.
Mate,
you could tell he was a United fan. He was not diving for those penalties.
Mate, well, look, they're out. Mate, first of all, let's just end the show. We've got Doncaster, haven't we? Obviously, I don't know if Ajayi has got the rule to not play against us in cups.
Yep.
When I was doing the draw with Ben, he was like, I hope we have any plays. It'd be good to see him. But we could not have got an easier tie. Or we could have got Grimsby, or I think there was another team. But Doncaster,
I don't want to play Grimsby. Grimsby were quality.
Mate, I tell you what, the pitch was horrific, wasn't it? The weather.
It was horrendous. It was old school, Brian. It was old school. The ball hitting the turf and water coming off.
Yep.
It was old school.
Yep.
Imagine what that pitch is like in the middle of February and the rain's coming down sideways in Grimsby. Mate, I bet that's horrific.
Well, you got to ask Man U, can they do it on a rainy day in Grimsby?
Yeah.
Can they do it on a rainy Wednesday in Grimsby? And the answer is no. The answer is definitely no.
United need a new keeper, don't they?
Mate.
It is in Lincolnshire, kudos. It is in Lincolnshire.
Honestly, Man U with their goalkeeper, you got to remember, they've had greats. They have had greats in goal. Had a couple of flops, but obviously when you think Van der Sar, De Gea, Schmeichel, you can go further back, obviously, depending on your age.
Fabian Barthez as well.
I mean, Barthez was a bit of a hit and miss when he was there, but he was a great goalkeeper. But they are absolutely... They are absolutely in need of a goalkeeper. Absolutely.
I said this to my mate. Who's a Man United fan. I'd buy David De Gea back. Mate,
if that had any sense, they'd go and buy Donnarumma.
As well.
They'd go and get Donnarumma instead of trying to get him to Man City.
He might be the worst goalkeeper I've ever seen at a big club.
Oh, Onana?
Yeah.
No. They had, I don't know if you were too young or remember him, they signed a goalkeeper called Taibbi. He was horrific.
It wasn't Musa Taibbi.
No. I'm sure his name was Taibbi.
I don't know.
The one that used to always let things go through his net. Goalkeeper, former. I'm sure it was former. Maybe someone's put it in the chat whilst I'm googling it. Former Manchester United. I'm sure it was Taibbi.
Oh, Massimo Taibbi.
There you go. That was Taibbi. He was absolutely appalling. Like I tell you what I did love.
I think Onana's worse.
I tell you what I did love as a United goalkeeper, and he went on to do very, very well at Everton. I thought Tim Howard was brilliant.
Tim Howard was a good goalkeeper.
And I don't know who it is, but David Shire, thank you, David, has gifted someone a membership. So if you are the recipient of it, please give David a thank and thank you for your continued support of the channel, David, sir.
So much, buddy.
Yeah, mate, do you know what? Bosnich was a great keeper, but he couldn't keep off the Charlie, as well as other things. But yeah,
no hard feelings to you, Paige. No hard feelings. I know you're pretending you're going Leeds now.
But yeah, Massimo Taibbi was probably one of the worst keepers I've ever seen. For the brief time he was there, he was absolutely horrendous. Horrendous.
His Ted Dagul is wheelie pin could do a better job.
Mate, no, I tell you what, I saw a clip, Leslie. I saw a clip today where the United second goal went in and he was going absolutely nuts. He was like, dig up my dead dog and it would do better than an Anna. He was going in. He was going. His meltdowns.
Funny.
His meltdowns are funny. He doesn't go mad shouting and screaming, but he stands up all the time. So his hands, his hand movement, or his whatever you want to call it, his body language, it's hysterical. It's hysterical. Good on Goldbridge for giving us content or giving us laughter. But yeah, I would say
indeed, Bosnich was the guy that did the salute at Spurs fans. Yep. He was not a nice human being.
He also knocked out the day Eric Cantona did his kick into the Palace fans. I was away at Villa, and Bosnich came running out of the area, and literally Jurgen Klinsmann jumped. This is how Jurgen Klinsmann jumped for a bouncing ball. See, Jurgen Klinsmann was 6'1" or something, so he would have jumped reasonably high. Bosnich came in and flying kneed him.
Yeah.
And he went off for a stretcher. And I just got to say, baby cakes, you just don't know. No. She's in the chat again. Gotta love baby cakes.
Baby cakes.
Gotta love baby cakes. There will be baby cakes. I will see you in the late night Lily White later on this evening. God knows where this show will go tonight. But there will be one. There will be a late night Lily White, and God knows where we go with it. God knows where we go with it. You was at that Villa game as well, Neil. Do you know what? Honestly, Neil, I'll wait for your responses. If the Cantona tackle hadn't happened that day, that would have been on the front page. I don't because of that tackle got swept under the rug because of all the controversy with Cantona doing that. That was one of the most vilest. I mean, people remember the Ben Thatcher one when he was playing for Man City when he elbowed someone. That Bosnich challenge on Jurgen Klinsmann was a game we lost 1-0, and that's when Villa was our bogey team. But that tackle, that assault is what I want to call it. That assault was absolutely horrific, and Bosnich should have been red carded. Bosnich should have been banned for that. It was just today that would have been like literally banned for God knows how many.
On map, it was bad.
Yeah.
Ben Thatcher on Pedro Mendes, that was bad.
Mate, that was vile. That was, mate, Ben Thatcher was an animal.
He bloody hell.
Do you know what? If someone would have said to me, we'll get to the end of the stream, and one of the final things I would say on a Spurs 4 days of the window left, what are we doing, would be Ben Thatcher's an animal.
Yeah.
I would have been very, very mistaken.
Well, he played for Spurs.
He did. Well, there you go. There's the So did Mendes. There you go. Look at it.
I did Mendes.
What a way to... Should we end it there, Ben?
Yep.
There we go.
We'll end it there. We will be back tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow on Tottenham on Tour, and of course the Coffee Company. We will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. UK time for all the usual trials and tribulations of being a Spurs fan. Let's find out what's happening with this. Good luck for Spurs. Good luck for Spurs. Hopefully we'll get a good draw today in a couple of hours. Hopefully it all goes the right way. Thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And as always, everyone, if you smell what the Kauff is brewing, take it away, Happy.
Late night Lily White coming on tonight. We will talk Simons. We will we will talk Simons. We will talk Champions League. We will talk Tottenham. We will talk anything and everything. But for right now, I have to say I'm going to bring this comment out because my nephew knows the drill. He knows the drill. So I will say I am closing the Frank therapy session until tonight. We will open it again tomorrow. Everyone, have a great day, whatever you're doing. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Thomas, Frank. Thomas, Frank. And as always, Levy out. Tottenham Hotspur.